Hi everybody, it is Tuesday morning for me and I am headed to work. It's about 7, might be a little bit after 7. Let me look at my phone because I had to load the car. I had to get the birthday cake and everything, and it rained last night, so I woke up a little bit late today. The clocks weren't working and it's 7:04, that's what time it is. Okay. I don't know what I got into yesterday, telling you guys, but we will talk a little bit on the way to work. I do have to stop and get ice cream though, so that's something I have to do. And I need to call my boss probably and tell him to put my time in for this morning because I had to run errands for work. So that's what I'm doing. But I need something to drink again, as always. I know. I take lisinopril and something for my bladder and what else? Allergy medicine and thyroid medicine. Well, thyroid and the lisinopril and the bladder dry me all out. We live in a really nice neighborhood. I don't know if you guys can see it looking at this, but maybe I can swing you around so you can kind of look at it. We got a lot of rain last night, but this is our little neighborhood and pretty nice. You know, we're blessed to have good neighbors on top of it, but you know, that's it. Now when we go RVing, I don't know what we're going to do. I think we're going to have somebody come sit with the house, and it might be one of our kids. So we'll just see how it goes as we move along. Like I said, David does not want to let that go. Excuse me, I've got a really sore nose for some reason this morning, and I put some antibiotic stuff on it. I don't know if I scratched it, I don't know what, but that's normal. I'm Calamity Jane, or Calamity Carrie if you want to call that. That's what I am, Calamity Carrie. If I'm going to make a mess of something, I will make a mess of something. Okay, lights on, and we're off to see the wizard. Now I'm going the opposite direction as always. Pulled out of the house, get right on the highway going towards work. I like living where I do. I mean, we're still close enough to Charlotte if I want to go see a play or listen to the symphony, which I enjoy doing. We can go do that. We haven't been in a couple of years because we've both been in and out of work, but luckily I have been gainfully employed for right at 2 years now, so I'm very happy about that. Of course, I worked part-time when I met him, 2 part-time jobs, or no, 3 part-time jobs, because I taught for Gardner Webb, and I worked at Wells Fargo. That's when they hired tellers, and I like I said, I couldn't find a job, so I took a teller position at Wells Fargo. Basically, all it is sales. That's all it was then, and that's why they're in a pickle they're in now, because they forced us into so much sales. Me, I was top in sales because I have that kind of personality, I think. And yet they let me go because they thought I was doing something illegal to get all my accounts, which I wasn't. But that's another story. They just didn't want to have to pay out the bonuses because I was maxing out the bonuses every time. So it's alright. It was just a part-time job. It's over with. It's gone. I also worked at Wally World. That one I did service desk in Morrisville because that's where I was from before I met David. And I enjoyed working in services. I didn't like doing the checkout, which I did once in a while, but I really enjoyed the service desk. I worked there for a couple of years after my husband passed. That was another part-time job. They give me 20, 25 hours a week. The bank was giving me 20, 25 hours a week. And then I was teaching my classes at Gardner Webb. Generally, I'd have 2 or 3 classes as an adjunct professor. So that's basically, you know, why and what I was doing when I met David. After I met David, I don't know, our first date was magical. And after that, I started slowing down a little bit so I could spend more time with him. Actually let the Walmart job go, and I just did the bank and Gardner Webb. Like I said, the bank was only 25 hours. Some weeks I could get 30 if they were really nice to me, but they never did 40 hours. But I did have benefits with them, which is a good thing. And after that, I went to work for a temp agency here in Gastonia. I was, I guess, office manager, administrative assistant, whatever it was. But I did a lot of production planning, as far as on the computer, looking to see what time it was to send something out. Work again. But anyways, that job didn't last very long. It was a temporary position. So after that, I found the job at in the call center, and I made some really good friends in the call center, and I hope that I can keep up with them from this point on. But I wasn't very happy with the way I was treated. I was one of their top performers, and being a top performer didn't get you anything hardly, but that's okay. And with my Christmas collection, which I have a lot of Christmas decorations, I could decorate my cubicle and everybody on my row's cubicle. It was really a lot of fun. So they did this last year. They did I guess it's a winter wonderland kind of thing. So I took a 6-foot tree I had. It's a green tree, and I took silver and blue ornaments to put on it. They wouldn't let us take and bring any lights. We couldn't put lights on it, which I had lots of lights. And I won the cubicle decoration year before, so they didn't even judge this year because they knew better, and I was monopolizing the market because I have a lot of old stuff and it's still in quality condition. So and I'd bring it out, and I used to paint a lot, so I got a lot of pieces that I hand painted as well. So it was quite interesting. But I'm glad that's over. All I could think of when I started applying for other jobs was to get out of there. The elderly are not respected for their knowledge and wisdom and experience, and it's sad. I mean, I know we've got younger people coming into the workplace, but you shouldn't put all the older people to the curb. We're not ready to retire yet. And that's what happened with David too. He's done maintenance work in hospitals for 24, 25 years. He went in on his anniversary, actually on his 25th anniversary, and the hospital let him go. So if they want to let you go, they will figure out a way to let you go. Got some caution lights because we got up this morning, didn't have any air running, and I thought it was awful quiet in there. I got looking at the clock and it was flashing. I said, uh-oh. So I got up real quick and went and looked at, we got a little portable clock that runs off batteries, and looked at it, and it's like, I gotta get going, because that was about 5:45. But you know, it is what it is. And after the call center, of course, I'm here at where I'm at now, and I'm doing HR work, which I enjoy thoroughly. I like the company too, and it's young enough where I can grow with the company for as long as I want to at this point. But like I've told you previously, I want to start RVing. I have income right now that I can start it, and I just got to get the vehicle to do it in. And David, he has no job. He lost his second hospital job almost 2 years after he had it. The same kind of business. He was a wrench puller, is what we call it, a mechanic or a maintenance kind of person. He lost it, and he hasn't worked since. We started his business, and it's Allen Wildlife Control here in Mount Holly, North Carolina, where we live. He expands out a few counties, and he can do that. He's good at what he does. But when I met him, we went to this, what we call the Southeastern Rendezvous. And if you look it up on the internet, it's Southeastern Rendezvous. They have it every year in October in Yadkinville, which is just a little north of here. It's up towards Statesville, out, you know. So he took me there, and it was a rainy, misty day, about like it is now. And we walked around and talked to all the people there. And what it is an old tent city, and they find some woods. Well, right now they're staying at the Reeves Farm in Yadkinville, but they set up wall tents and keep house for a week or so, maybe a little over a week. Last year we went to one of David's friends. He's been doing this for a while. We went to a wedding there, and it was just so neat, sitting on hay bales and having flutes playing and violins and you name it. It was just so neat. So I don't know what we're going to do when we get married, but it'll happen. But anyways, he took me up there for our first day. I met him because I actually met him on Zeus, which is a dating site. I figured when I started dating again, I was going to date the people I wanted to date, and I was going to make sure, you know, what I put out my expectations, and if they wanted to date me, then they just have to live up to those expectations. Because I was married 8 years right out of high school to someone I met in church, and he was very possessive of me. He didn't want me to work nothing. I think I've already mentioned this before. And then I met Carlton, and that was my second husband. He, good-looking man, tall and a good-looking man when I met him. Absolutely beautiful man, dark and beautiful. And of course, I was in my late 20s at that time, and had 2 kids that I was taking care of, and I was working in a bar, so that's where I met him. And we were together for 24 years, going on our 25th anniversary, and had a child together. And I had 2 children by my first husband. My first husband was a monster, an absolute monster, and I might get into that one day just to explain the monster he was. But my kids have paid the price for his ugliness, and so have I. But yeah, that's what it is. Well, I'm in a little town called Alexis. It's one light town, and getting ready to come out of it. Oh, but anyways, we walked around the Southeastern Rendezvous, David and I did, and it was just phenomenal. What we could talk about. We talked and talked and talked. Well, we had talked online and then turned around and called each other and talked on the phone, and we were talking 3, 4, 5 hours into the night, because I would get home late at night from Wally World, as I call it, Wally World. And my mom, of course I was living with her at the time, helping her out, she was already in bed, so I'd get home and I'd get cleaned up, get in the bed and everything, because I had to get up and be at work about 9 or 10 o'clock next morning. So he would call me, because he worked second shift, so he'd get home about 11:30, so he'd call me when he got home. I fell asleep a many a time with the phone in my hand with that man talking, because he can talk better than I can talk, and that's something to say, really, because I can talk a lot. But I was already dating a couple other people, and you know, after a couple dates with David, I decided I just wanted to be dating him solely. I really had nobody else made me feel the way he did. Nobody else treated me the way he did. I mean, I was treated nice, like a lady, absolutely like a lady, but not so much in any other way that I felt, you know, like I wanted to spend the rest of my life with them. They were really good guys, the ones I dated. But when I met David, it was just head over heels. But that morning when I met him before we went to the rendezvous, I met him at the Walmart in, I think it's Gander Mountain in Mooresville. That park, well, they have a movie theater there and all kinds of stuff right there. and I took and met him there. Pulled up. Well, I have a little Honda CRV, a 2001 Honda CRV, and he has the old truck like I told you, and it was rickety. I looked at it and I said, "Oh my God!" And we got out and I met him, and we hugged, and he said, "Well, what are we going to do today?" So he told me, and I said, "Well, do you want to take my car or your car?" He said, "Doesn't matter." I said, "Well, let's just take yours. Leave my car home at the parking lot." So, and I had something to do that night, so I couldn't be gone too long. But we walked around that place all day, and then stopped after we left and had Chinese. It's a buffet in Mooresville that we went to, and talked even more. And unlike any of the other people I dated, he gave me a kiss that just about knocked my shoes off before I left. So I was like, might have to date this one again. So he had something going on the next weekend, so I took off work and went with him to that, which is the Mountain Rendezvous, North Carolina Trappers Association Mountain Rendezvous. And all it was, we were up in the hole, somewhere up in the mountains, and we cooked hot dogs, and everybody talked, and that's how the way we did it. So it was a lot of fun. I about froze my tail off because I wasn't dressed for cold weather. I had a little jacket that I just pulled on. I was a lot thinner then too. Take my word for it. He's fluffed me up a little bit. So I had on a flannel shirt, a t-shirt underneath that, a pair of jeans, and had my little jacket that I carried with me. And it was good enough for running. My little jacket was good enough for running in and out of the house, going to work, things like that. But to be out in the weather, oh no, I about froze to death. So, but I met a lot of neat and wonderful people that I can still call my friends. That is, as long as I'm with David, because you split up with somebody, friends change. But anyways, he get this thing going. He took me to the other thing, and I was so tired because I was working all the time and then talking to him late at night. So on the way back, I said, "You don't mind if I just doze a little bit?" Because I'm horrible when we travel. I sleep. I mean, I'll sit in the chair and my head bob over which way, or the seat, not chair, seat. And I sleep the whole time when we're traveling. So if I'm driving, I'm fine. But if I'm not, I'm asleep. So I fell asleep on the way home from the Mountain Rendezvous that year. Well, we started dating. I had something at Gardner Webb. I think it was Student Appreciation Day or something they had going on there. And so I decided, I said, "Well, you want to go with me? And we'll go to a football game," because they had a football game that was, put in with it. I said, "We'll go and have some food, and then we'll interact with some of my students or students that are in the program." And I worked in their gold program. So that was that, and that's how we did it. So, it's just like, I don't know. See how we do. But, gotta be careful. There's a lot of cops out here today. Woohoo! And I still gotta stop and get ice cream, so I'm gonna do that before I get to work. And I'll get my boss to put my time in today because I won't make it. But anyways, he went with me to that, and just all the things we did, it was just like natural for us to be together. It just blew my mind. There was no effort. There was nothing. I mean, we were just naturally good together. And he commented on it. I commented on it. Well, he took me to Morgan's in Stanley on the way back. I picked him up at his house, and we went on to Gardner Webb in my little CRV. And on the way back, we stopped at Morgan's, and it's an ice cream place in Stanley. And we got a milkshake, and it was so good. I hadn't had stuff like that in forever. But he and I sit there and talked for a couple hours there. And then I just dropped him off, and I went home. And we just kept every time I could get off, and every time he could be. Because he was off on. Let's see, how did his shift work? He was off Friday and Saturday, and he had to work Sunday through Thursday. So we did things on Friday and Saturday night usually. And then, of course, one thing led to another, and we're living together. And since I started living together, I've lost my teaching job because Gardner Webb is a Baptist college, and I'm Baptist, but I'm not living the right life, I guess. But to me, it's the right life. I feel comfortable. I've got a good person that's my companion and he cares about me, takes care of me when I need to be taken care of, which I don't need to be taken care of a whole lot. Although I do enjoy being pampered a little bit, and he does that. But we've been employed a good bit. Not much, let's put it that way. Not much in the last few years. And then our employment, when we do get employment, it's a major cut in pay from what we've ever been used to. But, it's a job, and that's what I look at it for. So we are together. Last year we had a storm like this come through about this time, and the whole top of the big tree in the front yard fell out in the front yard. I didn't know what happened. He was at work, and I just got home from work that afternoon and went inside, and there was storms coming. I thought, I didn't think twice of it. I was sitting there with the dogs and stuff, and dogs were barking. I said, it's just a big bad thunderstorm, And I got up to let them out to go to the bathroom, and that's when I saw the treetop in the front yard. It had just missed the house by inches. So I think somebody's looking after me, that's for sure. But it took him and the neighbors a while to get it all cut up and out of because it was blocking the road to the cul-de-sac. They couldn't get it out. But today when I woke up, it wasn't all that out there. It was just some limbs laying down and some leaves and stuff in the driveway, things like that. Okay, coming into Boger City or Lincolnton, and I'll be cutting back the back way from here. It's an easy drive. Like I said, I don't get excited. I just take my time and get where I get. Or sometimes my foot's got a little leady, and I go a little faster than I want to go. I don't know if I've told you everything. You may not need to know everything. I'm just me. I'm just a human being. And I'm normal. So I guess as normal as anybody can be. I think we all have our little quirks. Okay. The good thing about me working over here is that the groomer's right here, and this parking lot that I'm cutting through to get a shortcut. I hope nobody ever gets upset with us for getting the shortcuts, but I'm going to do shortcuts as much as I can. And anyways, this is where we groom him, so David can drop Winston off and Tig off, because Winston is a Yorkie. He has to be regularly groomed. So I usually stretch it out about every 2 months, and at the same time we take Tig in and he gets bathed and stuff. We hadn't done that to Haas yet. Haas is really big and clumsy and gawky and you name it. Just trying to figure out who he is right now. But that's where I take him. Okay. Got a little more country driving to go, and then I'm going to stop at the store again and get some ice cream. I love my job, and I thank the Lord every day for the beauty He's given us on our earth. This is the most beautiful drive. I mean, trees, flowers, people. Not as much as next to each other like they are in the cities, but it's just gorgeous. Little house out here. It was, if I was single, I probably would have tried to get it myself. It was a cute little brick house with a carport and everything. I thought that thing is so cute, and it did stay on the market long. Somebody got it. So this weekend, it's only Tuesday though, so back in the fall. My favorite seasons of the year: fall, winter, and spring. Summer, I'm not a summer person, and I don't do humidity, and I don't do the sun. My skin's very light, and I have freckles. As much as I hate to say it, I'm a freckle person, and that's that. This big old curve here. I've always had long commutes, so I don't know why I can't find a job close to home. I always wished I could, but never could, never did. So I had long commutes, and I've always, in a lot of country I've traveled through up and around this area, and I'm just blown away at the beauty of our earth and the beauty here. It's not a city, it's not a lot of concrete and asphalt, and there's that little house. It's so cute. It's got yellow trim and brick. Oh, it's beautiful. But anyways, that's another story. Tried to talk David into moving into a house in our neighborhood. It's a split level. To buying it and letting his go, but he won't do it. So he says, I don't want payments anymore. I said, well, I know, but your house is going to fall in around your ears if you don't do something to it soon. And it will. And when it does, I don't know, maybe we will be RVing full time. I love him, but if he's not working, and I'm the same way, if I'm not working or doing something productive, and bringing in money or whatever, I don't do anything else. Now this weekend I need to clean. I hate cleaning, but I gotta clean. And I might do some of it tonight or tomorrow. I got stuff to wash. I have laundry to do, so I gotta get that done. But